Beloved, before you decide whether this message is meant for you, before you tell yourself you're not ready or not strong enough to hear it, pause for a moment. Take a breath. Let this truth reach you gently. God is proud of you, not because you lived a perfect life, not because you never doubted or never struggled, not because you always held yourself together when everything inside you was falling apart. God is proud of you because you kept going, because you showed up even when your heart was heavy, because you chose to move forward on days when quitting felt easier, because you continued to grow, to learn, to become, when no one was clapping for you and no one seemed to notice. There were moments when your courage looked like silence, moments when your strength looked like restraint, moments when choosing peace cost you more than choosing anger ever would have. And maybe no one thanked you for that. Maybe no one saw how hard it was to stay kind when you were hurting. Maybe your sacrifices happened quietly, without recognition, but heaven noticed. Scripture reminds us, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. You were never unseen. You were never forgotten. Nothing good you have ever done has gone unnoticed. Every step you took with integrity mattered. Every time you chose love when bitterness would have been easier mattered. Every decision you made quietly, without applause, mattered. You were building something eternal. God has never been impressed by appearances. He does not measure your worth by how well you hide your pain or how strong you look on the outside. He looks at the heart, and your heart has been seen. There is a sacred strength in someone who can walk through pain without becoming what hurt them. Someone who can experience disappointment and still choose compassion. Someone who can recognize cruelty and refuse to pass it forward. That strength cannot be taught. It is formed through lived experience, and you carry it. Your faith was not born in comfort. It was shaped in the in-between, when answers didn't come quickly and clarity felt far away. Still, you did not give up. Scripture says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial," and perseverance has been your quiet language. That is why this season feels different. This is not random timing. This is not coincidence. This is the result of growth that happened in silence. The light you cultivated in private is beginning to move outward. The peace you fought for internally is now becoming visible. You may still feel uncertain. Joy might feel unfamiliar after years of surviving. Peace may feel strange when you're used to resistance. That's okay. Joy is finding its way back to you, not because you did everything right, but because even when you doubted yourself, God never doubted you. You no longer need to earn love. You no longer need to prove your pain. You no longer need permission to rest. You are what healing looks like in motion. You are living proof that a soul can be tender and still unbreakable. And now life is responding. Doors begin to open. Relationships feel lighter. Opportunities arrive without force. Not because everything became easy, but because you became ready. You walked every step of this road. You didn't skip the hard parts. You earned every layer of growth you carry. You do not owe anyone an explanation for how you arrived here. God already knows. Scripture reminds us, "You brought us out to a place of abundance." Nothing was missed. Nothing was wasted. So hear this clearly. You were never meant to only survive. You were meant to be honored. You were meant to receive. And that season is not coming someday. It is here. If this message settled into your spirit, receive it quietly. Let it remind you of who you are becoming. You are standing on holy ground, and God is proud of you.